It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 250. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello, Trixie.
Hey, I feel great. What about you?
I'm feeling wonderful. My head isn't throbbing between the eyes.
Okay, good. I'm so glad that you're great. I'm also great. I don't have any kind of sickness or nothing.
Yeah.
So that's good. We haven't been sick for 12 days.
I mean, I was thinking that before, and it's like every time that I get better too, because like I slept a lot last night, so I woke up feeling better today. And as the day has gone on, I'm getting a sinus headache now.
Yeah, it's good. Well, you know what? You know what's great for a sinus headache? Watching 90 Day Fiance and taking notes feverishly.
Here's the problem. This episode, they never take me a long time to watch. This episode took me like 3 days to watch.
Yeah.
Because I cannot stand any of these people. It's not fun to watch.
I agree. All right. So we're going to jump into the pool. But before we do, we need to remind you of what's going on Patreon this week. And that is our brand new podcast, Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast. So make sure you go to Patreon and subscribe because that's what you could hear. Also, I want to address something that's very, very concerning to me. People are complaining about our podcast and saying, it's a week late. How could we possibly even listen to it a week late? First of all, dramatic.
Yeah, give me a break.
Second of all, if you don't want to listen to it a week late and you want to listen to it the day that we record it, join Patreon at the elite level. That's it.
I mean, the thing is, for real,
Or don't.
we record 1 million podcasts a week. How on earth could we possibly watch 90 Day Fiance and get it out for that week coming? We would have to record it that night after watching it for hours.
Just go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast and choose your level. Go over there. It's right down there in the show notes. Let's jump in the pool.
Choose your struggle.
Seriously. The dramatics on some of you.
No,
right.
I know.
We're going to jump in the pool with Jasmine and Gino.
It's getting old.
It's getting old?
Yeah. Well, you know, I never really minded Jasmine too much, but now this episode, the double whammy, it's like, I can't take her anymore.
Right. So she's crying in the rain and she goes, please just buy me a ticket. I just want to go to Panama. Screaming it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he says he's never cheated though. So there's no way to know.
So do
you think that he cheated on her?
No.
Though? Okay. Me neither. Okay.
With a lip gloss? Come on.
No, but just like in general, I don't think he ever cheated on her. That's the problem. Do you notice that's like the theme of these episodes is every guy is afraid of all of these women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she doesn't feel love. She's crying and he hugs her. And she says, everyone in my life always abandoned me just like I abandoned my children.
Right. It's your history was repeating itself.
Also, Jasmine, you abandoned your children when you were in Panama.
Right. You did not abandon your children to move to America.
No, that was just that's why no one really reacted. Because it's like, oh yeah, you left us years ago.
Yeah, you already weren't living with your kids for like a long time.
Just saying. Well, also, she didn't really say that, but I said that.
Yes, you said that.
She said that her dad left when her dad left her when she was 3.
Right, but so you should leave your kids.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
She's learning, you know? She's like, just like my dad taught me.
Well, and her dad let her know that like basically she was a huge mistake.
Well, I think her mother told her because she was 3. So how would she know? Her mother told her that her dad said that she was a mistake.
And it's like, why would you ever tell her that?
Right. You have a bad mom and a bad dad. So that's what you're telling us. And you are a bad mom to your kids.
Yeah. She doesn't think so, though.
Okay. Well, I know that because I have eyes. So she's screaming that she's cold. Yeah.
You can't even think it's so cold.
You got out of the car, though.
You're sitting in the rain purposely.
And she screams, I hate this coldness.
It's so crazy because I watched this and I'm like, legitimately, Matt would leave me if I acted like this. Like, and I would leave someone if they acted like this. Like, it blows my mind that someone would hope that this.
I would hope that he would leave you if you acted like that.
Right. But it's like, it's so outlandish to me. This is insane.
That is correct.
To have to pull over and get out in the rain and pick up your phone off the floor.
Noelle, she's only been there for 9 days.
Yeah. And it's every day she's like this.
Every day. So she works out with Coco the next day and she's cleaning and she found more stuff. She found a napkin from Gino's 40th birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
She found a card, and in the card, one of his exes wrote, quote, "You turn me on in every possible way."
Who writes that in a card? Write that to my father-in-law's next birthday card.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Every single way.
First of all, that's not true. Second of all, then she finds a Kama Sutra book and lube, but the lube is
unopened.
It's sealed.
Did you notice that the end table is a bar? There is an end table. So like, I think it's like a barrel table, but like his end table next to his couch is a bar. There's like 10 bottles of liquor on it. And
I hope
Joe and Jasmine.
I hope he drinks. Honestly, he needs to drink.
No, he does. I think he's like a big drinker.
Hi, well, that explains a lot. Good for him. So she's so mad because she finds out that he was interested in learning Portuguese. And
she's mad over nothing.
She's mad over nothing. She said she went through his ex-wife's social media, right? And she said that her dog, Coco, and his ex-wife's dog look alike. Now, she shows it to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It's a side-by-side, and they blur out his ex-wife's dog, Noelle.
Could you die?
Fun. It's like protect the innocent, like
poor puppy. Right. And it's like, but it's also like, wait, so Jasmine, did Gino was there and he picked out the dog for you? You didn't pick out the dog?
But also she said he's trying to replace us. Aren't you the replacement?
Yeah, you're the replacement. Mm-hmm.
Well, Gino comes back. He got a hat for the dog and doggy steps because he doesn't like the dog to not have a hat on, just like him.
Right. Well, the dog's balding.
Things are going very badly.
Mm-hmm.
And she makes him sit down and shows him what she found. How he was trying to learn Portuguese. He's like, yeah, for my job when I was supposed to move there. But don't worry, he didn't even learn it.
He only learned bitches. That was the only word he learned.
She said, he said, "I had a life before I met you." And she rips the napkin with her hand shaking.
But it's like that one little thing, that would have been the thing that put me over the edge. Her ripping up that napkin. I would have been like, you really are out of your fucking
with
mind.
Her hands shaking.
Right.
So 71 days to marry, right? So this is 10 days later. She goes with Dana's wife for a mani-pedi.
Right.
And she tells her what she found. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, Gino had a bachelor party the day before you came at a strip club."
Excuse me, Michelle? Have you ever watched a show 90 Day Fiance that you're being filmed for? If you have, you would know that Jasmine is insane.
She probably doesn't like Gino.
She can't like Gino. I mean, she's talking shit about him. She can't like him.
Funny.
She's like, oh, you can't trust him. He's cheap. His house is dirty.
I mean, is she wrong?
No, I know, but it's like, I would never have told her that they were at a strip club. I would have been like, oh, they had a bachelor party at church.
I wouldn't have said anything.
No, of course, me neither. I would have been, I've never met Gino.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm not even familiar with him. Who's Dana? Well, moving on to Rob and Sophie.
Boring.
She agrees to talk to him, but she won't go there in his dark little room because it's gross. His dark, tiny room. So he needs a car wash bad.
Oh, see, I didn't even notice. My car is so disgusting.
He brings her one rose.
Of course, he has his do-rag on too.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's very dressed up is my point. Basketball shorts.
Dressed up. So they're both arguing and they're saying nothing.
Here's the thing. She's going to take him back because she has nowhere to go. That's
of course.
The thing.
Well, he should first take her for maybe an indoor shower or maybe to a groomer.
I think she needs to get groomed. I think she needs to get, I don't know, plucked.
Yeah, something. So he apologizes and she goes, "Okay, you're my only option. I have nowhere to go."
So that's the thing. She was like, yeah, I mean, I'll go with you. I have nowhere else to go. And he's like,
but
what
also,
a dream.
you won't talk to him at his place because it's a dark, tiny room and it's gross. Well, guess what? You live there.
And she goes, I might as well go back there. I mean, that's where all my stuff is.
Okay.
You didn't even move out.
I mean, she
also,
went to an
you
Airbnb
talked shit
for a
about
night.
his dog last week. You're like, I don't want to be there with him and his dog. And now you have to go back.
Now you have to go back. Also, take a shower in the Airbnb. You had an indoor shower.
Also, I was reading on Reddit, somebody said that they used to work with Rob
Okay.
and that he was actually like a big dick, like very full of himself. But apparently he was like the nicest dog owner ever. And
I
he
could
was
see
like,
that.
he was obsessed with his dog. He would like show pictures of his dog, like constantly
I
obsessed
know
about
someone
his dog.
exactly like that.
But he smelled bad. He only used like all natural deodorants and stuff, and that he smelled bad all the time.
He doesn't have a shower inside.
Yeah. So apparently he smells really bad.
I think she does too.
I mean, she obviously does, but he doesn't look like he smells bad. She does, but apparently he smells bad. I
Well,
totally forgot. That just came to my mind.
Gross.
Yeah. Yum.
Speaking of smelling bad, let's talk about Nikki and Igor.
Again, somebody else needing to emasculate a man on this show.
Yes. So they're at the market and he wants her to dress simple to meet his parents.
What is this store, though?
I mean, it's not her body.
What do you mean?
It's her face.
Yeah, of course it is. It's not her body.
It doesn't matter what she wears.
You can't change her face.
He said that she looks like a cartoon.
He's not wrong.
I know. He's like, yeah, he's like, she has big boots. And they're like, okay, well, I think you mean boobs.
Yeah. And he's like, no.
But why does he talk like that? There's something so creepy the way he speaks.
Like what?
Like the monotone. He almost sounds like a scammer. Like, you know, when like someone calls you and you're like, this is a robot voice. I'm hanging up. That's what he sounds like.
See, to me, I feel like he talks like someone who's almost been like brainwashed. Like he lived in a basement his whole life without windows.
Wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. And I also think he's kind of dumb.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, she's talking to the women in the store with an accent.
Of course she is. But this is what I don't even think people realize they're doing it.
Okay. So she tries on this pink suit.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so why didn't he like the suit? Because her butt stood out. She has a BBL. Her butt's gonna stick out anytime.
Her butt's good. Was she wearing cargo pants?
But even if she wore a dress, her butt would be out.
I love this pink suit.
So do I. I'm like, I hope she bought it.
I'm like, imagine I fit into a pink suit like that.
It was a power suit. Oh
my God, it was beautiful.
I know it was such a good suit.
It fit her so good too. I'm like,
how do you just
pick something off the rack?
And you have a tiny waist and a giant ass.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. So he said, quote, you look more like a regular woman.
Okay. See, I don't
but you
think
don't have
means it like
okay,
that,
but you
though.
don't have problems with the way he talks to you like that, but you have
right,
problems with
I
other
would.
things.
Right. You have a problem that he won't sleep with you, but you have a problem that
and then he goes,
a regular woman.
You look more like a regular woman in our city.
Right.
He knows what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now they're in the car. The lighting on this scene is so bad I can't see her face. It's so weird. I don't know. The lighting is just like, or maybe I have a bad TV. That might be it too.
Yeah, or maybe you're just blacking out. I think you just had a fever.
Maybe. So she feels like he's not attracted to her. And he said that she touches him way too wild.
Okay, so I don't really know what that means, but I think that
she grabs at him.
She grabs at him all day long and he's like, gross. I'm married. I love my husband. If he grabbed me all day long, I'd be like, get away from me.
Yeah, but remember
it's uncomfortable.
Something. He isn't attracted to her.
Right. But he's also not attracted because he's being forced into it too.
Yeah, but he's also not attracted to her.
Yeah, but if I was her, I feel like if she just backed off a little bit, like just see how he is when you back off, try something new.
Try something new.
Stop being such a predator.
He's so nervous about her meeting his parents, and he says that she's too hungry for everything. And she's like, I'm not hungry, you're cold. And he is cold.
And she's like, do you even know what horny is? Girl, I could vomit.
No, I know. He said that she needs like a robot.
He is perfect. He's the perfect candidate then.
I know. He said that he gives her more than money.
But he doesn't give her money.
And she said that she's leaving and she's crying. She's not leaving.
No, I know. But it's like, she's like, maybe I'm just not your cup of tea. Sure.
Okay, but
maybe you aren't.
But you're not, so leave.
Right. You know you're not. So leave. You wouldn't keep saying it if you didn't know.
Right.
Also, you met his parents already. You've met them before.
Why are we doing this?
So why? It was funny though. She was like, I want to get out of I'm leaving. He goes, where's the eject button? I mean, that was really funny.
And she's like, you can't take anything seriously.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's like, where's the eject button? Buddy, you're leather interior is peeling in your car.
Yeah,
Trust
Tracy
me, you
doesn't
don't
like
have
that.
you don't have an eject button. All right, speaking of an eject button, let's talk about Ashley and Manuel.
Speaking of someone else trying to emasculate a
Oh
man.
man. So she's upset that she hasn't met his kids, and she thinks that the kids will think that she took him away from them. And
I
he's
understand that. That's valid.
right, but then we learn more. She thinks that the kids, he said that she's too intense. The kids are 12 and 14, and he said that he has to protect their well-being.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know,
though?
but he said that he also has to send $250 to the family at the end of the month.
And she said, well, then I'm required to do it.
Right.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't
So
do
the
it.
therapist said that this is cultural. That's why he doesn't share with her. And he said, quote, my life is private.
But in a way, I think it is, though.
I know, but it's like, then send your $250.
I just feel like he is in a lot of other countries, like therapy's looked down upon.
No,
like,
I know that.
Women are just home to have babies. They're not
Sure.
like an equal partner,
Sure.
you know? So I'm sure he's probably like, what do I have to tell you? I don't have to clear things with you. You're my woman.
I know, but also, what are you guys doing together?
Okay, honestly,
What about him made you think that he was going to be a good partner for you?
the worst couple on the show is obviously Nikki and Igor Justin, but this is like the second couple that don't belong together.
No.
Right.
So,
like, when did you ever see each other? You have sex in common. That's it.
right. So he said he's always lived alone.
I don't think that's true, though.
It might be.
I thought he lived with his mama.
Right. But he didn't live with his kids.
Oh, right. No, he doesn't live with his kids. That's why she never met his kids.
Right. Because he never met
Yeah.
his kids, probably.
Right. Probably.
He's like, listen, you see them as much as I do.
I like that she's like, you're being a very grumpy kitty.
That was very funny. He said that the therapist is a clown and he doesn't need someone to solve his problems. Oh my God, that made me laugh.
You know, people again on Reddit were like, the therapist is clearly into him. And I'm like, into
What?
him? They're like, she likes him.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
too
she
much
likes him
eye
because
contact.
too much eye contact. She can't believe this.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that's so stupid. Also,
Yeah.
her nails are the color of the season. I love them.
I know, your favorite.
So she tells him that he's a grumpy kitty and he needs a nap.
Mm-hmm. He does. He needs a
But
nap. He has to go to
she
sleep.
loves this. She loves this. She loves the conflict.
She does. She loves the drama. She's addicted to it. And she likes to yell. She does.
She loves it. And you're right. She likes to emasculate a man.
She does. And you know what? And he loves to make her crazy.
Yes, because I mean, even when she's like, oh, he has to accept my witching. And it's like, he doesn't care. He doesn't take you seriously. Stop.
What witching have you done since he's been there?
Yeah. Where's the witching?
Yeah. What witching have you done?
Probably just sweeping with her broom.
Have you read his tarot cards?
Have you crystallized
No.
him? No.
Right. What have you done? Nothing.
Please stop. All right. Moving on to Clayton and Annalie.
Anally. Now, every time I see it, I'm like, that's anally.
She is
Mm-hmm.
greasy.
She's gross. She just is.
He thinks that there's an issue and she wants to shower. So he checks to see if his mom's in there.
Uh-huh.
She needed a shower like a week ago.
Yeah, I know. It's like you didn't shower when you before you got into bed. You didn't shower
Mm-mm.
after being on a plane for 100. She took 1,000,000 1-hour flights,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't.
She walked.
Didn't take a plane. She flew
She walked
to Miami, then
to
to
Georgia,
Atlanta,
and then to Kentucky. That's a walk. That's a long walk.
Homegirl, you need a shower now.
Yes. So she said the walls are very thin in this house.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's taking her horseback riding because
Mhm.
he's trying to do Kentucky things with her,
I know.
but he's making it like she's never seen a horse.
I know. Meanwhile, she's like, I do this all the time at home.
She's like, I live on a ranch. Stop.
I know.
His car is held on with the hood of his car is held on with a bungee cord.
Yeah, it reminds me of like all your boyfriends. Just kidding.
My boyfriends don't have cars.
We were talking about this today in the car.
Exactly. So they go to Sleeping Stone Ranch, and he said that he hasn't ridden a horse in 15 years. Okay, so you've never ridden a horse.
But then why does he keep telling her that he's going to be better than her? Like, he's like, I hope I'm not better than her.
Better than her? You went on a pony ride.
I know. I've never ridden a horse before, and I'm like, there has to be more than this.
Noelle, take it from a seasoned equestrian.
I know.
There's a lot more than that.
His horse tries to go on a stairs, and he's like, no.
That was very funny, though.
Yeah, he got very upset.
Yeah, I mean, that's scary.
I
'Cause the
don't know.
horse-
I wouldn't know.
I mean, the horse could throw you right off of its back.
Yeah. Okay. Don't do that.
No, it happens though. So we find out that she doesn't post him on social media, and her
Right.
dad and family don't know. And he asked what the issue is, and she said that I have to hide you from my dad because the culture is different.
Mm-hmm.
And she won't tell him, and she wants her dad to think that she met Clayton in America.
Right. And basically, like, they don't know that that's why she's in America.
Right. So she said that if he pressures her, she'll never tell them.
But she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Does she like him? No.
No, she's like, this guy's a loser. I can do whatever I want.
Uh-huh.
So they go to meet his sister Brandy, and Brandy's very protective of her. Now, can you translate that for me?
Brandy's a bitch.
Brandy's a drunk.
Oh, I mean, obviously. But why is she so mean? She's mean
She's
from
a drunk.
jump. Yeah.
She's drunk.
I
She's like
mean, when I was in Kentucky, I did that whole bourbon tasting. I got
bourbon trail.
passports from everywhere. Right.
Yeah.
I made Matt drink all of mine too. So she probably drank everybody else's. He was hammered by the time it was done. She probably just drank everybody's tasting.
Well, I think that she was pre-gaming, probably in the parking lot. He tells her that she could be mean. He's like, yeah, my sister could be mean or nice.
Me too.
Okay, great. And then he said that the bourbon tasting is what they're going to be doing because she's from Kentucky. He's from Kentucky. And also he goes, plus my sister likes to drink. Shocking.
Clearly.
Also, he has nut allergies.
Also, I said the buttonhole. What is that? Was that the name of the place?
Probably.
Is that why I wrote that?
Mhm.
Okay.
He has a nut allergy and he needs the bourbon to be peanut free.
He's like, is there any almond milk in here? Like, what's wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
You
almond
know?
milk in this. This is bourbon almond milk.
God, it's just like, are there any nuts in here? You think bourbon is made with nuts?
Yeah, it's nut bourbon.
Yeah, yum.
So, they say that she's pretty. Brandy says
Right.
she's pretty. And she feels weird that he has to translate. Yeah, that's how
I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah.
And Brandy doesn't know anything about her. And she asks why Anal Eye doesn't post Clayton.
I know, but she was prompted to ask that. You think she looks?
No.
Right.
And she said that she told her dad that she was here for work. What does she do?
She's a horse trainer.
She's a bourbon horse trainer.
Uh-huh.
Brandy said that his mom worries too.
His mother doesn't worry. His mother was there kissing her cheek, holding her hand.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
So Anal Eye said, my father worries about me, so I don't want to tell him everything.
Uh-huh.
And Brandy's like, well, our mother worries about Clayton. You live together.
Right.
What is she worried about?
Well, I guess because like parents worry. I don't know.
Okay, but where is he?
I don't know. Listen, all I know is the first thing that his mother ever said to her was "Te amo." She's fine.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she asked if she wants a green card. And then Clayton goes, have enough to drink? And then Brandy cries and runs away.
Right. She cries and runs away. And it's like, that's why I think she drank everyone's flights.
All right. Well, speaking of flighty, let's talk about Devin and Nick.
Cringy.
Okay. So they have on these Korean costume shopping. Okay. I love this dress that she has on.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. You're in this place. There's the coolest stuff. You just you got the plainest colors. Like, I would have gone bold.
Well,
that's all.
I mean, this is supposed to be like a wedding thing. So
yeah,
I thought that they were going to have like a photo shoot.
Me too. Like a photographer, not a selfie stick.
They have a selfie stick with their jackets on.
Right. You can't even see her dress.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is she trying to have a Korean accent? What's happening?
Yes, she is. She wears her eyeliner to make her
eyes. But that's what it is, right?
She also does geisha lips. Joan pointed that out to me. She does her lipstick like geisha lips. Yeah.
Noelle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's trying to have a Korean accent. That's why we can't figure out what her accent is.
Yes, because that's the thing. She kept saying oh, it's because she has TMJ, but there's an accent that isn't TMJ. Yeah.
TMJ?
So she did an AMA, I think, on Reddit. And she was like, nobody can understand me because I have really bad TMJ. You have a really bad accent.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, you have really bad accent.
Con accento.
Uh-huh.
You have TMJ con accento.
I can't with these two. Mm-hmm.
He's so nervous. He's going to propose to her.
You're moving to America to be with her. Why are
in
you nervous?
A minute.
Why are you nervous?
He'll be in Arkansas in no time.
He's like, these pants don't even have pockets. Where am I going to put the ring? Why does everybody get such lame rings on this show too?
Because they're poor and they're stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
She said yes.
what a terrible decision.
He's so happy.
I mean, she probably can't do better.
No, she can't do better. He can't do
Yeah.
better. They can't do better.
This is
They're the only
perfect.
ones who like maybe like each other, question mark.
Yeah, they probably like each other.
Yeah, because they seem fine. She's not emasculating him.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, guess what? Make sure you follow us on all of the social media, 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related. And don't forget our brand new Jersey Shore podcast and catch up with our Vanderpump Rules podcast at patreon.com/trash talk podcasts.
Yay.
Is there anything else you want to tell the people, Noelle?
That I love them and that we had the best live show ever.
We did.
And
All right, enough from you. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.